Hello, my Muggle friends. Like you can see, we're back in the cinema. This time not for Harry Potter, but for Fantastic Beasts. So it's again a marathon. We'll see how this one goes. I'm really excited to see the new film. I hope it is as good as I'm expecting it to be. There are a few posters, but it's this busy that it's hard to show you, so maybe between the two movies. Till later on. Okay, so we are in the theater. This is the screen we get before the movies, and I have my elder one ready. So let's hope it exceeds our expectations. Hi everyone, it's the break between the first and the second movie. We do get snacks though, like this one, and this one, and these. I guess they're from their sponsors, but it's just too bad that they don't have anything to do with the Wizarding World. The first movie stays a really good movie. The first few times that I watched it, I was focused on the beasts. Now I was more looking at how the actors portrayed their roles, and they were all really good, but Ezra Miller does the best job. I think it's always really hard to portray a role that has some kind of mixed feelings and stuff like that, and I think he really does a really good job in that. Second movie should start in a few minutes. I hope it is as good as I think it's going to be. See you after that movie. Hi everyone, we are back home. I've taken a shower and I really have to tell you about the movie. First of all, spoiler alert, because if I start rambling, I'm not sure what I'm going to say. And the thing is that it's probably going to be spoilers. So if you don't want to hear it, stop watching now, okay? First of all, I've been watching many theories on this movie the last few weeks, and a lot of those theories were wrong. Yeah, sure, Queenie joins Grindelwald. That's true. And yes, they start to go in the way that Credence is supposed to be Lita's brother. But there's a really strange part in the movie that it turns out that he's not. And then his identity is really surprising. They really cut the movie short with announcing Credence's real identity. It's really surprising. And there was a little bit of foreshadowing, as in there in the beginning they say that every member of that family gets that kind of birth. And then in the end, Credence gets that kind of birth, which kind of, proves that it's right. It really blew my mind that was his identity. But the first reaction was, oh, that's against canon. But if you think about it, there are more people with that name. It doesn't really have to be a sibling. So it is not against canon if it's a nephew or something like that. I'm not going to say the real identity, for that you're going to have to watch the movie. It's already a spoiler that it's not the theory. Also, Grindelwald is not the father of Lita and Credence. He's just Grindelwald, and no secret identity there. The thing is, the baby Nifflers, although they are really cute, they are just in the movie for the sake of being in the movie. They are like 2 minutes in the movie, and it's just showing that Newt has a zoo in his home in London. and that he it's like a hospital for fantastic beasts, and they are really funny. It's like a comic relief in the movie. Then there were so many stories intertwined in this movie that it is really hard to just stay on track of one storyline. Like Lita and Theseus are said to be engaged with each other, but for as far as I could see in the movie, Lita doesn't really love Theseus. She's more interested in Newt still. Even it's clearly shown when she goes to Hogwarts again. Then we have... Oh, the reason why Dumbledore cannot move against Grindelwald is not because he's still in love, which was one of the big theories, and also not because he has a brother wand of the elder wand, because that brother wand is never mentioned in the movie. So I'm kind of wondering why they designed that wand, and I'm also wondering why they designed Grindelwald's wand on its own, because it was also never in the movie. Grindelwald immediately has the elder wand. So is it coming back in the later movies, and is that why they designed it, or is it just that people would wonder what Grindelwald's real wand was, and that was their answer? I'm not quite sure about that yet, but all in all, I think this was a wonderful movie. It really blew my mind, and it went against so many theories that I saw, which I like. I like when the movie is not predictable, which The Cursed Child is completely not, because that's exactly all the fan theories, and that I didn't like so much. But this movie is completely, well, not completely, but it goes against a lot of theories. I really like that. Like Lisa said, he was not so happy with the end of the movie. He was like, they really cut it short, and it was just to give it a quick end, it went too fast. I agree that it went too fast, but I understand why it went like that. They still have the other movies, and otherwise this movie would have lasted for 5 hours. You had to cut it short somewhere, and yeah, it's just too bad that it had to be like in this way. So I think that's about my review of this movie. Yes, I didn't ramble as much as you would have expected. That's because I took a shower first and made it settle a little bit before I started filming this. Now I have these two. So the one from the Harry Potter marathon and the one from this marathon. I think those are really keepsakes to keep together and have really good memories to this this event. And when we went out of the theater, we got this. I really like this poster. It's smaller in format than a usual poster, but it's like easier to hang up somewhere if it's this size instead of this big size. Half of your wall is already taken with that one. So who will change the future? Let's just say that the Niffler had an important part in there. The father Niffler, that is. He has a bigger part than in the first movie. And it's really important for what's going to happen in the next movie, I think. The reason why Dumbledore cannot move against Grindelwald will be, well, it's clear by the end of the movie, and it will be explained a lot more in the next movie, and will be destroyed in the next movie, I think. You can write that down as a prediction. Who knows? And they will go further into the family that Credence is actually part of, I think. Not sure. These are my predictions for the next one. I hope I'm right. See you next time. Please subscribe.